Hello and a very warm welcome to my channel. This morning, we give you a piece of breaking news. We seriously doubt that Piers Morgan has stopped criticizing Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Is there a wicked plot behind it? Please discuss it with me now. In recent years, Mr. Morgan was a regular critic of Meghan and her husband after they announced their decision to step back from their roles as senior royals. Piers has hit out at the couple for their plans to move away from the UK to pursue a new life in California, criticized the Duchess of Sussex for her relationship with her family, and berated Prince Harry for his treatment of his own. The Good Morning Britain presenter has also accused her of having ditched her own relatives and splitting Harry from the royals. In January, he tweeted, "People say he's too critical of Meghan Markle, but she ditched most of her old friends, ditched her dad, ditched her family, split Harry from William and has now split him from the royal family. I rest my case." And, last year, he also accused her of behaving like a member of the reality TV family the Kardashians, not somebody who married into the royal family. Speaking to the Sunday Times, however, he conceded that it's probably not wise, if you're a columnist, to make things too personal. Commenting on his previous comments about the people who were criticized by him, maybe include Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, Mr. Morgan said, "Have I taken things a bit too far? Probably. Do I think that will govern and temper how I talk about them going forward? Absolutely." He added that he is at his best as a journalist on stuff that really matters. It's the stuff that is substantial, particularly when people's lives are at stake, that seems to galvanize my personality into the best possible place, he said. And it's times of relative peace, calm, quiet, and dare I say boredom that might occasionally bring out the worst in me. Having squabbles with people who are never going to change their mind in a million years about stuff that no longer seems remotely important. This was surprising, as he probably suffered a great deal of damage because of COVID-19, but doubted that he had not mentioned anyone in particular. That's why we believe that somehow he wants to leave himself a back door. Maybe it was not wise to make it personal as a columnist, but everything he said about Meghan and Harry was true. At least we got some good articles from him about them. There has been an unusually large surge of Meghan defenders on this site, Daily Mail, lately. I think someone took her pap walk money and bought herself some Russian bots. He does go on a bit, but what he says about her is right and is only what most people think. She's a social climbing hypocrite with delusions of grandeur who most people sussed out very early on. Plus, timing of his backtracking is weird. He's off Good Morning TV ATM, then this, I am wondering if he's on suspension and his TV bosses have ordered him to dial back on the vitriol towards Meghan Markle, 'cause it's really not in Piers' nature to publicly admit he's wrong about anything. It's all for a reason. Piers knows how to play this game much better than the little piece he's up against. There's probably some legal loophole that he needs to be seen to be generous. For all Piers' faults, the one thing he wasn't wrong about was Meghan. If anything, he wasn't harsh enough. She has dragged Harry away from his family and country and has used Canada and now Oprah to get free mansions while at the same time being the biggest hypocritical virtue signalers in the world. All of this while suing newspapers and abandoning Thomas, and let's not forget about taxpayer money for Frogmore and security. So no, Piers, you were not too harsh. Not only me, but some fans also think that, fail to see how he thinks he is wrong. Meghan and Harry have shown their true colors time and time again. Piers Morgan shouldn't be the one apologizing. That's Harry and Meghan's job. Someone from a higher position must have made him fear for his career, hence the damage control. One thing Morgan doesn't do is apologize even if it is wrong. Comments are thought to be the most disliked, either that delight, or it has finally occurred to him that he is indeed a vile person without any decent journalism skills. It is not an honorable way to make a living, and shows the type of person Morgan is. He is, no doubt, an embarrassment to his own children, and perhaps that is the source of the pressure. I gave that comment a dislike turn. This comment was clearly not true. It seemed that Piers Morgan had been right about what Meghan and Harry had, but he was humble about himself, and he was humbled. Yielding from aspects that he seems to have to do. The second person poses a narrative sentence. I think he was fired or threatened to be fired due to his apology. He never agreed that he was wrong. The argument for this account, his posts have done a lot to combat many people. Of course, he was intimidated. He is free to go independently if he wants to. I think everyone will stand on their own, but knowing wrong and fixing are two completely different issues." The comment said that Piers Morgan never agreed that he was wrong, was an idea. Look to the side, without purpose. A reply to this comment: Piers knows the circle Harry and Meghan are moving in Hollywood right now is the dream of anyone in showbiz. If you want to be big in showbiz, you can't be against anyone in that circle, hence his backtracking. Tyler Perry is extremely powerful and influential and highly respected in Hollywood, so Perry personally ferrying Harry and Meghan in his jet and hosting them in his most glamorous house sends a powerful message to everyone in showbiz. And a brief comment received 488 votes: it was all true. Has somebody high up at ITV told him he has to say this? Why would he suddenly change his tune? Every word he has said about them has been justified. In fact, he hasn't gone far enough, and yup, Tommy Lascelles gave him a call. You said the truth, Piers, every single time. So then he was clearly telling the truth, and knowing that he was wrong. This article seemed to make it clear that he was someone who knew where to stop, and above all else, he always had a lot of people. Support with both hands, no matter what. I realized that that person was a passionate person. With this commentator, he deserved to receive so many choices from others, and everyone's life will once again wander with reality. Things that are obviously best for everyone, and celebrities who can't miss it. Celebrities drove me chestnuts with this kind of thing. Say what you want to say and mean what you say. Don't talk awkwardly and then act like you're sorry just to yourself among certain groups. I cried when I read this comment, that is, the royal family is a traditional family from the past, so many fans. I don't want bad and dirty things on them. It seems that Meghan is very powerful because that's what I see. Love Harry a little something, and love the royal family more. Here I am specifically saying that Harry does not seem to own himself, is not allowed to do what he likes before. Life is really very pressure and pessimism. And a silly comment about this article: sorry, Piers. But it's too late. Your chances of a night were good and really gone. I feel it's not too late to start a new one. I seem to understand Piers' heart. He always wants everyone to be better every day. Meghan and Harry are no exception. It seems the words that criticism will not be easy to accept with the opposite person, but in the long run they will realize. I think Meghan and Harry should respect Piers, respect what they have shown to you better every day. Another comment: the press she received, from day one, was deeply prejudiced and ashamed. I think this comment is short-sighted. They don't seem to realize what the press brings, the idea that the press is always bad. The prejudices seem to only help Meghan grow up. I understand everyone has fans. Their own grave. When it comes to fans, it seems that people will lose control and no consciousness. Wholeheartedly support the owner. Someone like Meghan would never give in. She was definitely up to something, such as a money deal with Piers Morgan. She brought it with herself. It was clear that Meghan was urging her fans to boycott the major newspapers. Actually, what Meghan is, the first steps into an actress or a wife in the royal family are all her careful calculations, and thanks to the PR magazines, she just likes to hear sweet honey words? Usually, he has to stop and cancel orders from Oprah and Perry. I see this phenomenon as something dark, covering all the ugly things that Meghan has. She doesn't seem to grow on her own. I hope Meghan and Harry will take a further look, because one day they will regret what they did. Life will not make sense because it is not interesting. I have to admit that the things that Piers Morgan went through must be extraordinary people to endure. Try asking these. A big problem for Meghan. Sure, she will both cry and cry, groan over the called your weakness. A comment revealed: have Harry's lawyer contacted Morgan or something? Something seemed off. He hasn't been to Good Morning Britain for a week. It's a sad story with what Morgan is going through. He won't be opening his mouth without clarifying things. I am not sure it will belong. Hope he comes back. And the last comment: Meghan changed for the sake of Archie. Perhaps Piers began to set an example to inspire British people to stop hating Meghan. Give the woman a chance, again. This comment I find gentle. Maybe the future is not a good mother of Meghan, but I have my own opinion that commenting to help Meghan better is essential. Suggestions. Not hate. I hope Archie grows up to be financially independent and more fortunate than Harry when choosing a girl to take care of life. And going all the way of life like our queen. My news today is ended. How do you feel about them? Please tell me to know in the comment section below and we discuss it. And remember to like and share my video if you see it is useful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more news from the royal family. Now, goodbye and see you in the next videos.